Breaking news! Breaking news here. Today we are doing a band called Godsmack. I'm not the one that's so far away. And Sully, you know who Sully is? Sully's, no, it's not that fun character from Monsters, the Pixar movie. It's not that Sully. It's the Sully from the band Godsmack. He's announced that this new album they're about to release will be the final Godsmack record. But today, we're putting all of that aside and we're doing a brand new single from Godsmack called Surrender. Is it going to be a cover of the Cheap Trick song? Wouldn't that be a pleasant surprise if it was Surrender from Cheap Trick? So we're going to learn about Godsmack and then we're going to listen to that song right here, right now for some hard rock and good times and fun times. If you're willing to take this journey with me, I welcome you and I wish you along. And I welcome you to join me on that little dirt road that we're about to head down. Godsmack, they got big numbers here, baby cakes. 3.9 million monthly listeners. That's 3,940,491 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 jams. I Stand Alone. I Stand Alone. I'm not familiar with a whole lot of Godsmack other than the Voodoo song. I may know a few of these, but that has 209 million plays, I Stand Alone. Awake in the second slot has 102 million plays. Voodoo, Voodoo has 94 million plays. Crying Like a Bitch, oh my goodness, 98 million plays. And Bulletproof, 105 million plays. Do you think people like these guys a little bit? Now we're going to look into them albums and see what this band has put out over their career. You know, they're calling this the final go. So you've got the 1998 Godsmack. Then you got Awake comes in 2000. You got Faceless 2003. The Other Side 2004. Then you've got, what is that? IV. What is that? 4? That comes out in 2006. Good Times, Bad Times, 2007. The Oracle, and that's got in a deluxe edition, 2010. You got Live and Inspired. You got 1000 HP in 2014, When Legends Rise in 2018. And so it's been a spell, but they're about ready to release a new album, and they've got this new single called Surrender. So that's what we're looking into. Now we're going to get into the related artists for this band. And this will take us down a rabbit hole of other bands to check out. And, you know, it's going to have a bunch of familiar faces and names to it. You got Mudvayne. You got Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, Drowning Pool, Static X, Stone Sour, Powerman 5000, Dope. You got Disturbed, Seven Dust, Soil, Seether, Nonpoint. We've done a bunch of these bands. Chevelle. We've done a bunch of them on this channel in one form or fashion or another. What's going on with the phone now? It really pisses me off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look into that bio and see what these guys have to offer here. And you've got an image of the band, and it's the dudes, and they're very stylish, and they're very, you know, Sully's got his, what do they call that, a soul trap? Soul patch? And they're just some hip dudes, and they're standing there going, Shane, I know you're a little upset that it's going to be our last album, but cheer up, bud. We're going to rock it out one last time. Enduring for over 25 years, Godsmack consistently break records and crush expectations like any proud Bostonians. Oh, they're from Boston. They shout down adversity, flip a middle finger to the naysayers, and never compromise. It's why they continue to sell out arenas, dominate radio and streaming, and remain shoulder to shoulder with some of the most successful rock bands in history. The quartet, Sully Erna, Tony Rombola, Robbie Merrill, and Shannon Larkin maintain a breakneck pace. Among numerous accolades, the boys notched 10 #1 singles on both the Billboard mainstream and active rock charts and achieved a total of 24 top 10 hits at active rock. Beyond selling 20 million records worldwide, receiving 4 Grammy Award nominations, they got the little copyright or the trademark thing next to the word Grammy. Jesus. They're really doing that. Award nominations and winning Rock Artist of the Year at the Billboard Music Awards. They bowed at, they bowed at #1 on the Billboard Top 200 3 consecutive times, placing them in an elite company with Van Halen, U2, Metallica, and Linkin Park. So there you have that, fine and fantastic freakoids. It is time that we do not surrender to our wills. And we do the song Surrender. So that's what we're going to do right here, right now. This is the Magic Nipple Titty. Let me get a hold of it. Takes us into the world of Godsmack and the new single Surrender. I give you a taste, I take a taste. You ready for this? Can we do this? Let's do it. Let's see what's up with it. Here we go. All right.
You've always told me that you know me, but you don't really know me at all.
Don't know you at all? No.
You just me and betrayed me and showed no sympathy at all.
None at all?
Why can't you just
Nice pickup.
surrender what you promised, surrender what I need.
Ah, that's not bad.
Why can't you just see that sweet surrender in me?
Yeah, I like the upbeat tempo.
Surrender to me. So will you stand tall and be accountable and tell that little girl you like?
Oh no.
Lost it. I'm so exhausted. And this
His voice is sounding good.
for the last time. Why can't you just
I really like that pickup.
surrender what you promised? Surrender what I need. Oh, baby, why can't you just see that sweet surrender in me?
The sweet surrender in him.
One time, surrender to me.
Surrender, baby. Come on, surrender.
Done wasting time. So sick of your lies. And every time you
I'm not familiar with a lot of Godsmack, but
manipulate.
this seems a little more up-tempo than most of their stuff, right? Or wrong?
True master of your heart, you demonstrate. But I need a break from you. I need to separate from you. I need to keep my faith and do all the other things I promised to. Why you always make me wait on you? I really need a break from you. I need to keep my faith and do all the other
I really need a break from you.
I really need a break. I really need a break.
Needs a break.
Really need a break.
He's probably singing this song about his band.
Why can't you just please surrender?
Great
Surrender what you
transition right back into that upbeat. I like that.
need.
This is very catchy.
Why can't you just see that sweet surrender in me? One time, surrender to me. Surrender to me. Surrender to me.
Yeah, you gotta stop it on a dime. I mean, I'm not familiar with a lot of Godsmack stuff. I've said this several times in this video. But I will tell you that wasn't... What's this? This is one of the hits, I know that. Greed. But that's what I'm talking about, is that kind of tempo. The boom, jagada boom, Jagadaboom. They usually spend most of their time kind of in there. At least the songs that I've heard are slow or mid-tempoed kind of a song. And that where that picked up, I really liked that a lot. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan or a huge knower of all the Godsmack stuff, so this is where you come into play, is where you get in there, because you might be a professional Godsmack professor and know everything about the band, and so you get down there in the comments and you tell me your thoughts and opinions on the songs that you just heard and how Godsmack has affected you, if the band has affected you in some way or another. So please do that now if you could. Good, great, fantastic. Shane, I'm a huge fan of Godsmack. I have been a fan of Godsmack since the beginning of time. Did they start as an Alice in Chains cover band? Because I know Alice in Chains had a song called Godsmack. And I want to say that they were huge fans of Alice in Chains. But all-time favorite album, all-time favorite songs. Am I right about the mid-tempo, up-tempo? They like to stay in that kind of mid-tempo, slow-tempo area. How many times have you seen Godsmack live? Have you ever met Sully? Have you ever met the band? What is a Godsmack show like? I've never seen them live, so you can fill me in with all of that stuff. A full bio and dissertation, if you can, about this band. Or you could say, not good, not great. Shane, I've never been a fan of Godsmack. I'm sorry. I clearly understand that they have talent, and you read that bio, and it said that they almost got Grammys, and they've been at the top of the charts, and people buy the records, and people are listening to them. I'm just not one of those people. It's just not my cup of tea. It's not what I'm into, but I respect the fact that they know they've got chops and they know what they're doing. It's just not for me. So not my cup of tea. Don't want it, don't need it. I am out of here. All of that can be put in the comments below, don't you know, you fine and frosty folks. And if you have a request and you'd like to see it on the channel, it's a very simple and easy thing to do. All you got to do is click one of them links in the description below. We'll get it on for you in your honor with thumbsy upsies to you. Or you can put it in the comments. If you put it in the comments and I see it and I like it and we haven't done it on the channel, you'll know this because I'll hit it with the heart and tell you I'm going to do your request. Then you sit back and wait. And you don't sit and look at your watch. It's 1 hour. It's been 2 hours now that he hit that heart, because it takes a bit of time. So you sit back, you courteously and kindly and patiently wait, and at some point in the near future you'll see your request up on the channel. That's all I got. Godsmack!